What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Brandy J, back in the building. And today, for like the 500,000th time, but this time, video.
Damn, how you gonna fuck up
I
my
see the color.
introduction?
Look, I looked over and you was like, oh, shoot. Yes,
Oh
everybody. Audrey Nicole's in the building. And this is our first, this is like our fifth, sixth time, who knows? But this is the first video.
really?
Yep. Remember we tried a video one time, it just wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is the actual first video. Yep. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. How y'all doing?
Yes, yes,
Welcome
yes.
to my back of my humble abode. Y'all see my, my shoe collection and my wannabe reading glasses because Brandy thought I would look like a nice school teacher with my glasses on and
You
not
did.
having it.
You guys
No.
would have loved it. You guys would have loved it. Trust me. We're gonna take a poll. Put them on now.
Yeah.
Let's
Would I look nice with glasses or no?
put them on, and we'll do a poll. I swear we'll do a
Oh
poll.
my God.
Watch, and we will set the poll up tonight. We'll set. We'll put the show out. I'll put a poll, and then you'll do a poll. Tell me to watch the show, and we'll see. I'll give it a little shake. I'm dead serious too.
Oh
grab
my
the
God.
grab the
No.
cup and shake it. So, babe.
No. I don't know. It does give me like a different personality, but
See?
I personally like wearing glasses.
Yeah. No problem, guys. Don't worry. Later on tonight, she's gonna be up. She'll be like you're gonna be like this. I have some
I'm
other
gonna
ones.
post
You
a
got-
picture. I'm gonna take a picture on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna like glasses or no glasses, and we're gonna see how that goes.
I asked the boo. Like, boo, what do you think?
I don't think he ever seen me wear my reading glasses. Yes, he has. I think I sent him a picture like a long time ago. But we'll see when we get on FaceTime.
Trust me, I know. But thank you for being back on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Anytime you always got a home with me. You always got a home with me.
Of course. Even though you be missing, but I'm not gonna
Me?
lie.
I do, I
Yes,
do. You're
you
right.
do be missing.
I had to think about that like, girl, you
You
do. I know. I be feeling like I be missing out. I be trying to tell people. They be like, don't, well, you didn't see this? I'll be like, no, I don't be on. So now I just be doing stuff. It's like when somebody call you, right? And you be like, I texted you, I called you. You be like, I'm sorry, my phone wasn't hooked to my ass. I didn't know what to, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, it kills me. I don't know. Or sometimes, I don't know. I just don't, my phone, if I'm not using it, it's away. But no,
I'm
I understand. Well, once again, so happy to have you here. Your hair is beautiful.
okay.
We must take, we must take. Oh my goodness. Audrey, because so tell us, first of all, before we jump into 2022,
Okay.
let's let's do like a short recap. We'll start like your book and acting. How's that going for you?
Okay. So my book, Broken Through a Shattered Glass, which is on Amazon and on Kindle, was published July 17th of 2021. I had some, little setbacks as far as publishing and stuff is concerned and editing. So had to pull her off the shelf for quite a bit, but we was able to bring her back on after my book signing, which was on October the 2nd. It was phenomenal. I did like a meet and greet and, Q&A sessions for people that had questions, regarding the book, personal questions, dealing with their family, how they're able to handle that situation. From there, I did a discussion with my job for Trans Remembrance Week, and I was able to again tell my story. I wasn't able, of course, to promote my book because that you can't solicit on company's property.
Hmm.
So I really can't, talk about my book, but I did say, I wrote, a piece, describing my life, and I was able to answer questions from my actual teammates and colleagues and stuff like that. So it's been amazing. I'm still with my loving, supportive husband. So I've just been enjoying life from, July to December. And acting is amazing. We just released the trailer for Hopeless Romantic where I play Riri. Right. And yeah, I play a side chick there. So I got to kind of use my personality and my experiences with now thinking that I was a side chick at one point in life. So that was kind of dope. And that's pretty much about it. Getting ready for premiere week next month for that. And just, doing interviews and getting my brand out there as much as possible.
Okay, okay. So yay. All right. So that's what's up. You're doing your thing, and you can tell you're glowing. You're looking, smiling, and you look relaxed. Like you're feeling like yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's been amazing. A year transition is coming on the 22nd.
Wow.
So, it's been a lot. It's been a long, interesting journey, but I would not change my journey for work.
That's right. That's what's up. Yeah, definitely. It's like all of it brings you to where you are now, good and bad.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Well, okay. So, as far as okay, so the book and everything, I know that I had the pleasure of watching you read or listening and watching you read it for the first time. Also, reading myself, talking to others. You know what I mean? I'm so proud of you. I wanted to ask you. I know. We talked before on that one that I didn't. Okay, so I'll go ahead and ask. So as far from since that last time until now, like with family members, I know like some didn't get it. Like, has anything changed to where from then the healing, like they were able to receive the book more?
Mm. Um, I lost my siblings because of it. So we kind of just went our separate ways. My mom is more comfortable with it. My dad is more comfortable with it. My grandma adores it. Some of my aunts love it, others don't, which is okay with me. And, you know, I've gotten more positive than negative from the book. There was only two negatives from the book, and that was the people that was in it. But from others that were in it, they took it for face value, and their emotions wasn't put to my story. So,
Because your story is your story, right? It's like,
at the end of the day,
yeah. Well, I'm that's heartbreaking here about the siblings. I have a different, I don't think I've ever talked. We'll talk awkward and then about me understanding that whole sibling thing because that's like a whole different type of bond. It's like, but you know what I mean. Like, don't give up because God's got this. Okay,
I'm not gonna hold my breath.
I know. Right? You be like, you got this, but look, I ain't tripping though. I
Listen,
heard that. I heard that.
I have, oh my God, I have poured my life into what my family thought, what my mom thought, what my sister thought, what my brother thought, what my dad thought. I have poured so much energy into that it almost killed me. And I'm just not going to allow anybody, regardless family or not, take my joy and my peace away from me,
I
you
heard
know?
that.
And if it means we don't talk, that's okay. I have accepted the fact that you are entitled to your feelings. You are entitled to feel how you feel. But until you can come to me as a mature adult that you claim that you are, then we have nothing to talk about. We have nothing to discuss. I said because at the end of the day, this is my product, my story, my testimony that wasn't even about my siblings or my mom or my dad, but it was a testament for me to release my feelings on paper. Did I think about their feelings? No. Did I think about how the outcome was going to be? No. Did I even give them an opportunity to know that they're in my book? No. Why? Because if I, of course, would have used their name for legal purposes, they could sue me. But at the same token, I'm like, if you want to sue me, then that's fine. I mean, let's go take a lie detector test and let's see if I lied. Like, I'm not going to just throw something in a book just
Right.
to throw something in a book. like for entertainment purposes or nothing like that. I'm not that type of person. Regardless if I had hate for you or envied you or despised you, I'm not that type of girl. But what I am going to do is speak on my truth, and that's just what that was my truth. Now, you entitled to your truth, I'm entitled to mine. But you can't fault me for how I lived or how I looked at my life. And that's just that. So again, I left it with a grain of salt. I wish whoever feelings I hurt, you know, where they are. I'm sorry that you felt that way. But at the end of the day, this was my testament to my journey to my success. This has nothing to do with anybody else. I just don't like how people put their feelings into a product that's not theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. People
But
make stuff
again,
about them, huh?
right.
Yep.
But then again, you are entitled to feel how you feel, and I'm not taking
Right.
that away from nobody. If you felt upset about things that I have said or things that I mentioned or things that I've written, you're okay with that. I can't take that away from you, and I get it. However,
Right. Not gonna bring it
my
over.
time, my peace, my constructive criticism, and my journey, my truth, my life. I
Right.
went through this. You did.
Yeah. It's kind of like people telling you like, uh, well, like kind of trying to tell you like, even though it's your life, your truth is kind of like, yeah, but it's really like stuff like because they're in
Yeah,
it. So it's like
it's
that's all they're
always a
thinking about.
rebuttal. It's always a rebuttal with anybody, regardless of
Uh,
who you enter or put in a piece. It's
yep.
always a rebuttal. Well, this how this happened. Well, that's not how I seen it. That ain't how I seen it. Maybe that might have happened with you on your version of the story, but that's not how I view it.
Right. Yeah, I totally get that's just, a sticky situation. I'm pretty sure a lot of people come up against because things happen and people be like, you can't tell somebody else never, think about that. Never write a book about our life. You know what I mean? But you do your best, right, to like still protect and just be like, and try to, I'm pretty sure if you focus on your story, right? Instead of just
Because,
trying to like,
but
like,
and that's the thing with anybody. Um, because I could have went a whole nother way with this story. I really could have. But that was not the end goal. The end goal for this piece was to give a voice for young trans women, gay women, trans men, gay men, bi men, whatever type of person to be able to live in their truth regardless of what it is. I had to suffer for 28 years of my life to please everybody else, to appease everybody else. I'm not going through that again. I'm not putting myself in that predicament. I shouldn't have to, but I had to. I shouldn't have to, but I had to. And I'm not doing that. So,
heard that. Heard that. And it's like you not hurting anybody. Like you said, you could have went a different way. You like, look, I'm cool. Like I'm not trying to y'all do you. I'm doing me, right? A lot of people be out here taking everybody with them. Like
listen, a lot of people put a lot of people dirty laundry out.
right? Just for entertainment, they would do that shit.
But I'm not that type of girl because at the
Right?
end of the day, what am I gaining from this piece?
Right.
If I
Yeah.
wanted it to be a drama, I would have made a drama book. If I wanted to put a tell all, I would have made it a tell all book. But that wasn't the case of this book.
Right.
This case was about how did Ronald Craig Taylor Jr. become Audrey Nicole. What
Right.
was the struggles? What was the challenges? What was the obstacles? Did you endure suicide or depression? How did you survive school in the mid '90s to 2000s? Well, what was your brain process like? Did you try before? All of those things that go through a person's head
Yeah.
that you don't really think about, and that's what I put in my book. Like that was the whole thing. It was a stepping guide. It was a guide to show people that there are people out there that understand and get you, and
Yeah.
here's a book for it.
That's not the part they went to. It was like they could probably learn something more about you, like what understood you more and brought you closer. But it's still, I mean, like you said, it's about you, and just because you blood, people automatically think like you gotta endure everything. You be like, we blood, I gotta be. No, no, you can be like the next month too. Like if you bring stress into my life, or like any of that type of stuff, like blood doesn't do that. It's like you don't have to endure somebody just because they're family. if it's toxic, or hold them accountable. You know what I mean? Like if you can't be civilized. So yeah, I'm all for that. Definitely. You gotta I had this therapist on the other day. I love her. Actually, I think you would love her too.
Here.
Oh my God, I love her. But she was talking about like how like deep self care. Like she like hit the nail on the head. And then she spoke about like how like this we having these like expect like with family. What was it? It'll come back to me later. But it just made a lot of sense. Like, and she was speaking from like a black person, a black woman, like all of us together, our community, like how we deal with one another, and like really like deep rooted self care, especially for us, because of the separation and the like. And she was talking about all of us. You know what I mean? As a collect, all of us, and and I just love the way she's sending me her book, and I would love. I'm gonna try to get your information too, just to see when you could see somebody like you that's positive, you gives you hope. You know what I mean? Because there's so many of us that don't give each other hope, and we and people expect that like we look the same, so we should be the same. But that's not the case. But since we have this struggle, you think that would bring us together. Because you see everybody else doing it, all the other ones doing it. They don't even have to like each other, but they'll be like, look, they're trying to take us out. Let's get together. We over here be like, just ready to just tear each other apart. Tear each other apart. So I don't know. I'm proud of you, and that you keep it strong. You doing you. I know it's a lot of people ignorance. I know you came across it, and but you know what? All we can do is keep it moving and be strong and know that it's not you, it's them. Tell people, but but it don't matter, right? Because you have, I don't know where I'm gonna go here. Usually you're okay with me going where I go. You have a significant other that loves you know. So look, that's what
Yes.
I am.
Yes. My husband, my future husband. You know what I'm saying? That's ring to it. That's ring to it. But
Okay.
no, my significant other, my partner, my best friend, my lover, I'm going to have his last name soon. We're going to call him Cortez. That's going to be his name. So
Cool.
Cortez has been nothing but a blessing to me. I tell him all the time that he saved me uh, from a very dark place. And we went through similar situations before my transition, and we connected with our pain. We really connected with our pain. I know that's going to be kind of dangerous that, you connect with somebody on a painful level, that it could be
They're codependent.
toxic.
Okay.
Yeah, you codependent on each other.
Yeah.
Um, but it wasn't really like that. We grew to be friends, and we took our separate ways, like any other relationship. We parted ways for a little bit, and we came back together and parted ways again. But we never lost touch. And even when I tried to date other people or try to see if there was somebody out there that could be at least utterly close to him. Just never worked. And I try not to compare men. I try not to. I try to really just separate people from who they are. But it just wasn't it. And then when I thought I did find one, it broke my heart. It just disappeared. So I'm like, you know what? At this point, I'm tired of explaining who I am to people. I'm tired of, being either an experiment or a curiosity to folks. I'm really gonna go back to what I know, where I feel comfortable, where I don't feel judged, where I feel complimented and appreciated, appreciative, and you know, I don't have to worry about it. So once me and hubby got back together, it's just been bliss ever since.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Are you having me over here? I was just sitting here like listening to you like she's so right. I was like I was thinking about my show. I was like, I love it. That's where I was about to cry. Then because I'm telling you, like, well, I think we all like really want the same thing. Like we want our careers, we want to be fabulous and just like like grab life by the by the tail. But we all really love when we love or somebody that loves us or we really love them back. And that does bring out something in us. And then if it's not, like you said, you had it and it was taken away and it broke your heart and that will break you. I was like, that's like real human experiences and feelings, you know what I mean? And that's the stuff that we need to connect on versus like, you know what I mean? Like stuff that's been put in your head or you've been raised to be. It's like, no, we're human beings. And like, I was in that moment right now. When you was talking about that, I was like, so scared,
Thing that
so
I really like
vulnerable.
about, yeah, and what I like about most about our relationship is that we were friends first. We
Yeah.
we built the friendship bond
Hmm.
first. You know, that's my dude. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm not claiming this, but if we did ever part, you know, way for good, he would still be my friend. You know, it'll be heartbroken because we built so much together, and to see someone take what was my spot would be heartbreaking. But you know, I don't block away people's happiness because at the end of the day,
Right.
I would want my own. But I'm just grateful that he's here. I'm grateful that he's a part of my journey. And he's a part of the ride, and he doesn't want to go anywhere. I'm grateful that he saw me before I became Audrey, and that was what mattered to me most. That he loved me unconditionally
Yeah, it's really
before
like,
I was her, and even more now.
yeah, yeah, that's a real true like connection. You know, like you said, no matter what, friends or not, like you can't. Kind of like started from the bottom. Now we hit you like you like that Bonnie and Clyde. Like you was with me when I had no money. You know what I mean? Now you're rich. You know, so it's like you know that's what's up. So, so how's the support? Like, how does he feel? Like, is he like into your? First of all, wait, did he read the book?
Honestly, I don't even think he read the book yet. Now that you think about it, I don't think he read the book. I think he was waiting for me to refinish the editing because I took it off the shelf like 2 times. So I think he was waiting for that. And so what I may do is I may purchase my copy, like the author copy, and actually let him read it.
Oh, okay, that's different. Okay, so he's probably just waiting, just whatever's comfortable with you. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So how about the acting? Like, has he ever went with you, or have you like this? Have you ever like did a script for like, babe, I need you to do the script with me? What?
No,
Okay.
he's not the spotlight type of guy. He's really laid back. He lets me do my thing, and you know, he's the support. He's the support. He really don't want to be in the limelight like that.
But
That's why I
like
was like,
even
you
at
know what?
home, you be like, we practice the role. Like, just help me while we at home. I got this role. I need you to be.
We
Get you ready
honestly
for it.
we never did those type of things. Like I could, but I've been like I'm so used to acting with the actual character that I never did any acting outside of it. Now I have sent him like reels or like pieces of shows that I've done, and I sent it to him. He really liked it, but we never did like practicing acting with each other.
Yeah. No, unless you was something. Let me be quiet. Yeah.
We did a lot of
We don't
that.
talk about that.
We did a lot of that. Okay.
I'm just saying. So, but okay, okay. So I've known from the jump that you always like when we met that you always claimed that you always said I'm gonna be a star. So it's no surprise, you know what I mean? Like this is you're actually walking on that path that you want to see, you know. So that's amazing and stuff. But we also know that we live in a effed up world, and like I know. So for you, like right now, what
Mhm.
what is it that you see within from your eyes, from where you sit, and who you are, what do you see in society that because everybody don't see everything the same, and people don't receive each other the same, right? But we all have something that to offer. We devalue one another's thoughts, or whatever we see, or we don't see. So, like, what is it for you that you see right now that people are missing the pieces?
Common sense.
I like
That's
that.
common sense is the biggest piece. You know,
Yeah,
again, the diversity and the difference of people does make the world go round because if everybody was the same and thought the same and believed the same, it'll be a boring conflict.
right.
Like, who wants that? However, we don't have people that are very open minded to sit down and think and get an intellectual conversation going because they only want to hear their beliefs. And if you don't believe in what they believe in, it's a catastrophe. And people have to understand that not everybody in this world is the same. Our Lord Jesus, our Lord Savior Jesus Christ, whatever you serve did not make everybody the same. He made everybody different. So just because they're different doesn't mean that they're not human at the end of the
Right.
day. And that's what detaches us from society is because we're different. And people don't know, people are not going to understand because they don't live our life.
Right.
We had to subject ourselves to the cultural, you know, the sociological normative, and we got tired. We're tired of that. We have every right to sit at the table just like anybody else does. Black, white, Chinese, Asian. I mean, they the same, excuse me. Asian, all different races, we have that right to sit at the table just as well as anybody else. I was like, it's bad enough we already have four strikes against us, and y'all just keep tearing us down. So, I just wish the world lacked, or not lacked, the world just had common sense.
Yeah, you use a lot of that. You're so right because, like you said, we're all human, right? We're all different. And he said, love thy neighbor, love one another. You know what I mean? It wasn't like go get this, go. No, love to love one another. But you're so right. Like we all, who's to say who can sit at the table, who cannot? And within our community, it's like we should know the struggle. You know what I mean? It's like we know what our ancestors went through. We know what we go through now, and then we just got to do it. See how easily we can just all of a sudden be like that, and then it be within our own, and then it's something that you uncomfortable. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like it's like on the outside, like, are you serious right now? Like you should be way empathetic because you don't why even if you don't agree with something, right? Why do you have to display hate or actually like outpour to someone? You know what I mean? Like not kind behavior. You know what I mean? You use ugly behavior to communicate. So when you're good with something or someone, it's like, oh, we're all good, blah blah blah. You don't understand something, you're uncomfortable with it. Oh my god, it's like that's all messed up like behavior. It's like you can not understand something and be like, yeah, I don't know, but still, why are you displaying? Why would you want to make that person feel less than? If you genuinely want to know, then you genuinely would ask. And then at the top of that, why does it bother you at all? It's not even you. And you all you need to know is that you're a human being and that should be it. Like I was thinking the other day, why the fuck do we care? Who made a black, white, and all that stuff? Like human beings. Why are we broken down in black, white, and all that stuff? Like, what does that help? You know what I mean? When you think about it, like we're put down. Oh, she's a black. I'm a black woman. Oh, he's a black male. Oh, he's a white. He's like, hmm. Yeah, I don't understand why do you need to know that at all whatsoever. But we know why. But here we go. We'll find anything to separate over. So yeah, I don't know. So I know that for I don't know how we say it. I know within our community, I'm just gonna ask the hard hitting questions. Like ask if people need to know and people need to talk about it. And people want to be behind the screen and say shit, but don't really, you know what I mean? Like, how is it? Would you say you get more criticism from our own, people than anybody else?
Of course,
All right, see.
we are our worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, short and simple, to the point. White men don't pay me no attention. I'm just like one of the black girls. Hispanic people, they probably flirt a little bit, but they don't pay me no attention because I'm just one of the black girls. Asian people don't pay me no attention because I'm just one of the girls. Our community again is our own worst enemy, and I dealt with that my whole life. So
Yeah. And it's like they don't even see it or they want to admit it, right? They'll be like, they can't even like take, have you heard anybody ever take accountability?
no,
They'll point the finger at the other people, huh? Yeah, it's crazy. That is crazy. That's the same experience. Like I told people, I'm like, yo, I've had more issues within my own community or women than I have with another race. If you really sit back and take out all these stuff that you hear from the media, everybody else, and you'd be like, yeah, yeah. And you'd be like, wait a minute. No. Actually, so it is what it is. I know right now, I don't know how you feel about it or if you're on social media more or less, but I know if you are, I know you see the bullshit. It's always been bullshit. But like, what, let me ask you this. Would you say that to the average human being? Because I know what a lot of people will say, just to say it, would you say that the social media is more, contributes more to people's depressions and mental health issues than people actually give it credit for, or give attention to?
As far as what? Like,
Like, just like, let's see, because I guess it would depend on the experience. Because from what I see is you see more of people just looking to criticize somebody all the time versus like having great experiences. You know what I mean, on social media, right?
something like cyberbullying in a way.
Yeah, just like the
Right.
interaction and just one for one's mental health altogether.
You know, it's a lot to say because I am in the spotlight and I put things out for the world to see, and I have to be accepting of criticism, or backlash. That's a part of life because, again, not everybody else going to see things that I do. However, just how do you handle those situations? Do you blast off every time someone says a negative comment or, do you read them? Yeah, I'm a reader. I'm going to read you for filth. But I'm gonna read you to the point where it makes you sit down and think too.
Yeah, educate.
Like
Yeah,
one thing that you're not gonna do is just disrespect me on the page that I have built for the world to see. So if you're
right.
not ready for that backlash, then that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. However, I am entitled to say what I want to say and get you whatever message it is out. So, I mean, it's to each his own. I hate it. I hate cyberbullying or people playing people's mental illnesses or, whatever they got going on. So I was like, you wouldn't want that to be downplayed if it was you, but
Exactly.
people ain't gonna see it that way.
Really not. Like you said, common sense. You ain't got no common sense around here. So, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I think that it's important. That's why I like when you come on because you'll talk about it. Like some people just try to drop it and leave and don't understand it. Some people don't got common sense. And I think also too, like we got to give each other like a little leeway and understand that like when you don't know something, you don't know something, and if something's unfamiliar, something like. I think the part that gets disconnected, some people just don't know how to ask, or some people are just very ignorant. And instead of just accepting that they just don't understand, and then being like, can you help me understand or pay more attention? It comes off ignorance, belligerent, disrespectful, and just all around inhumane, right? And so now, just like nobody's with the shits anymore. It's kind of like even when you ask somebody, like, "What the fuck you want to know for?" You can't even get mad, right? Because it's like, yeah, first of all, I'm a human being. It's just like, don't ask me if I'm vaccinated, right? That whole HIPAA thing, like, you don't need to know. That's my medical business. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, really, like, what does it matter to you? Am I hurting you? Am I affecting you? So it took away that innocent, that percent of people that really just want to understand for them, and so that they can also help somebody else to understand. But that rarely happens, right? So then that really sucks. That's how we are out here. But I'm really trying very hard to get people to jump on board with me with this bullying because I've like last 2 weeks I've seen so many kids kill themselves from bullying. It's pissing me off. It making me crying, but it's pissing me off because it's like, oh, we're just gonna focus on this pandemic, huh? Like these kids ain't over here dying even more since 2020. So it's like, and it's not just bullying. And then we don't even think about what type. It could be kids that are trans. It could be kids that are. It could be kids that are handicapped. So to me, I just want to punch things because it's like, you know what I mean? People are human beings are human beings. If you don't want to be treated a certain way, then you better make sure you're not treating somebody else that way. So it's about you. So that's all I got to say. We got Audrey Nicole in the building. Audrey, we're gonna need you. I know you're not gonna do it, but I'm gonna ask her anyway, y'all. Can you please? I'm the director, right? I just need. I'm like, okay, or this is improv, okay? Can you be somebody? Can you? Oh my God, can you do a Karen in the middle of the mall that done lost her shit or on the airplane? They told her to put a mask on. Karen on the airplane, they done told her to put a mask on, and you already know how that goes.
I'm only gonna do this for you, even though I'm tired as shit. I'm really gonna do this for you. And I should be in my bed by now because like I don't have to drive 5 hours to drop my grandma off. Um, a Karen that loses her shit in the air.
On the airplane because they told her to put a mask on.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna need a countdown.
Oh, 5, 4. I need one of those things. 3, 2, 1. Action.
Excuse me? You think I need to do what? Put my mask on? I don't think so. That is against my constitutional right. First of all, what's your name? Jonathan? Jonathan. This is American Airlines, and you're telling me that I need to put my mask on. Nobody else got their mask on. Julie over here doesn't have her mask on. Did you tell her to put her mask on? You know what? Let me speak to your manager. I, you know what? I'm just going to write a letter because you're not just going to disrespect me off the plane. No, I'm not. Don't touch me, Jonathan. I am not getting off the plane. Ah, ah! You know, I think you can get up, but yeah,
Yeah, I was feeling it. I was like, okay,
I hope that was good. I guess.
okay. I was like, she's like, get it started. I was like, now do that cry they do when they feel like she's about to hit it. You know, when you make a move and she's like, oh my God. Oh, man. Totally got to do a TikTok or something. They'll tell you we can do this. We can do
I cannot.
it. Look like you gonna be Karen and I'll be like, whoever. Right, right. Yes. But you did bring up your bedtime, so I guess I can't keep you longer.
Listen, I can't give them everything. You know, I gotta give y'all such a like. I'm so
That's
sorry,
true.
y'all. If I look like I was a dead woman with some hair on her head, I am sorry. But it's
No.
been a long day. But I'm just honored that my friend Brandy allowed me to come into her space and to
Yeah.
tell you guys a little something that's just of my life. You know, definitely be on the lookout for me. I am the first woman of trans experience to write a book in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I do not take that title lightly. It's very grateful and honored to be able to put a product out there and be the first
Yeah.
person to do so.
That's history right there. That's what's up. Okay, okay. I had her on my show. 3, 4, 5. I don't remember, but she was on a lot.
I only wrote one. There's only one piece so far. One piece. Part two is on its way.
That's what's
Part two is an amazing with my journey, so I can't really write about it until it's like complete. So, yeah.
I'm so excited for you, and you know what I mean. I just like positivity. Like that's what it's like. We just gotta go up from here. So much down we already been in. Let's like get over it. That didn't work. Let's love.
Okay. Period.
Yeah. So Audrey, before we go, is there any social media you could kick down for our listeners, and
Yeah.
anything else you just want them to know?
Yeah. So I have an Instagram and a Facebook and a TikTok. My Facebook is Audrey Nicole, as you see somewhere. I don't know where my name is, but somewhere. Yeah, my Instagram and my TikTok is three underscores Audrey Nicole. So three underscores Audrey Nicole. I also have a website that you guys can check out. You guys can look at that page. You'll get a brief description of me and my endeavors as well as my book. In each tab, you'll be able to either order your book, see my acting reels. You'll be able to see my modeling pictures. You'll be able to also see my book signing pictures. You'll be able to see my EPK, which gives another diagram of my life. And then, if you are a woman or male in trans experience, I actually have a directory for everybody in the United States to be able to click on to find a provider and a surgeon in their area. And that is Audrey Nicole dot on universe.com.
All right. You can tell you know what you're doing. You tell because you're looking at I'm looking at her, you're looking at the camera. She's like she's making sure she repeats and she says it clearly. She's looking at the camera. I'm like, oh, she's got. She's got.
Okay. Yes. Follow me, add me, definitely check out my website. My website is definitely a very valuable tool. I have plenty of business cards. I have one right here. This, has all of my
Nice.
stuff on the back. So it says author, actress, model, and public speaker. So if you ever need me for a public panel discussion, I'm more than welcome to speak. And I only speak about facts and my own experience.
Right.
Any other engagements that you need, I'm there. Or if you want to shoot me a message and thank me or give me encouragement, that I open that with open arms. Or if you need help, hit me up. I'm one message away.
That's right. Thank you so much. You're such a pleasure. Thank you so much because you're genuine, and I know you mean it. And I was sitting here thinking like I got problems. I'm gonna call you tomorrow night, girl.
Listen, and I would have been okay with that, girl, because the way this wig is set up right now, honey, I'm ready to snatch her off.
Stupid. Okay, okay, everybody. This was this is the lovely and beautiful Audrey Nicole. She'll definitely be back. So check her out. Check out the book, the website, and until next time,
Bye.
suck your magic.
Awesome.
Peace.